Hey everyone, welcome to a new lesson. Now we're going to continue to learn how to work with masks on After Effects. Now we know how to create them. Just grab your pen tool or your shape tool and create any shape that you want. Now it's time to learn how to animate this mask. As you know, everything that has an stopwatch can be animated on After Effects. So as you can see, the properties on the mask has some stopwatch, so that means that we can create some keyframes, and if we can create keyframes, then that means that we can create an animation. So we know already how to create some keyframes, so let's play a little with these properties. For example, if we hit the stopwatch on the mask feather here when it's on 0, and on the 3rd second we increase this feather to, I don't know, to a lot. Now if we hit play, you can see how it gets animated. Now remember that sometimes when I hit play it takes some time to render, but that's not going to happen to you. That's only because I'm recording and it makes the software a little slower. So you can see that we animated the mask just like we animate any object here on After Effects. Let's remove these keyframes. To remove a keyframe, just grab them and press delete. We can play with the opacity, of course. Change this to 0%, and of course we don't see the mask anymore. And we can play with any properties. An interesting thing is to play with the mask path, because we can really change the mask shape. Sorry, I took out this tool panel. If this happens to you, just grab the panel and throw it wherever you want it to be, for example the top bar, and now we have everything as it is. Or just go to Window, Workspace, and click on Reset Standard, and you will get all the panels like they are on default. Okay, so if we animate the mask path, let's go to the 3rd second, we can alter this mask. Let's change the shape here like this, and you can see that we created another keyframe. So if we hit play, you can see how the shape changes. So this doesn't look like too much right now, but we can create wonderful things with this. For example, we can make something appear out of nowhere or something like that with the mask. So we will get into that later. For now, let's play with an image that I have here, a beautiful image that you can find on Freepik. If you want something to be on the same size as your canvas or as your composition, just right click on it and go to transform and select fit to comp. Now it's fit to the composition size. Alright, now if I have this image and I create, let's create a mask with an ellipse tool. Let's create a circle here. Alright, now we have this mask, and let's go to the mask path, and we can create an animation like this. Let's click on the stopwatch to create a keyframe. Let's go to second one, and now we can move this mask. To move the mask, just make sure that you grab the edges. You can see how to grab the edges here. So make sure that the arrow gets black here. You can see that it's white and now it's black when you hit the edges. Make sure that it's right on the edge. Now you can move the mask to this point, and a second later we can move the mask to here, then we can move the mask layer to here. And now when we are on this point, let's double click on the mask, and you can see that we have now a bounding box, a selection box, and we can change the size. Let's increase the size maybe around here and to this point. And now if we hit play, you can see that it gets animated. And it's looking really nice. Also, you can change the feather. Maybe if you want to make it look like you're looking through a telescope or something, you can increase the feather. And it will look like this. So this can be a nice effect to create. But anyway, what I wanted to show is that you can animate the mask in any way that you want. You can alter the shape as you want. You can even, if you are like this, maybe on the 4th second, maybe change the size to something like this, maybe change the curves, and it will change as well. Alright, now I'm going to show you a nice trick. I'm going to take this illustration. This is one of my illustrations, just a simple character that I made a long time ago. It's just a simple vector file. I'm going to increase the size. And you can see that when I imported this file, you can see that it's really pixelated. It's really blurry, the edges. If you hit this for comp layer, for vector layer, here, this little sun icon, you can see that it's now very sharp. Alright, I have this character here. Let's change the composition to a white color. And now I'm going to create a rectangle mask right here, and it's going to be the size of the character. Just create a mask like this. Alright, now I'm going to click on the stopwatch on the mask path, and I'm going to create another keyframe here on the 3rd second. Now I'm going back to the first keyframe, and I'm going to change the mask to a really small rectangle here. And now if I hit play, the character appears out of nowhere. So this is a nice trick. Of course, we're going to use this a lot when we get to the more practical part of the course. And of course, you can invert this mask, and instead of appearing, it's disappearing. Later on, I'm going to teach you a really nice trick to make this look a lot better now. But this is how you animate a mask. You can see that we can animate it as we want, and it's going to be really useful when we are on the practical part of the course, and for anything that you want to create on any project that you have on After Effects. The masks are really helpful, and we have to learn to use them very well because they can save a lot of time to us. So let's go to the next lesson.